Imagine this for a moment. You sit down for a meal you believe is healthy. The plate looks right, the portions feel reasonable, and out of habit, you reach for a large glass of water and take several big gulps while eating. You think you are doing something good for your body, something doctors have always told you to do. But what if this simple habit, repeated every single day, is quietly pushing your blood sugar higher than it needs to be, draining your energy, and accelerating the very problems you are trying to avoid as you get older? Today, I want you to look at drinking water with meals in a completely new way, not with fear, but with awareness, empowerment, and calm confidence in your ability to change. When we drink large amounts of water during meals, especially cold water, it can quietly interfere with the natural digestive process that the body relies on to maintain balanced blood sugar levels. And this effect becomes even more noticeable as we grow older. The stomach produces a carefully measured amount of hydrochloric acid and digestive enzymes designed to break down food at a controlled pace, allowing nutrients to be absorbed slowly and efficiently. When a significant volume of water is added during eating, these digestive juices become diluted, weakening their ability to properly break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. As a result, food does not stay in the stomach long enough for thorough digestion, and carbohydrates in particular are pushed more rapidly into the small intestine, where they are quickly converted into glucose and absorbed into the bloodstream, leading to a sudden rise in blood sugar. For older adults, this process is even more impactful because insulin sensitivity often decreases with age, meaning the body cannot respond to glucose surges as effectively as it once did. These repeated blood sugar spikes place unnecessary stress on the pancreas, forcing it to release more insulin to compensate, which over time can contribute to insulin resistance and metabolic imbalance. Many people experience this as fatigue, sleepiness, or mental fog shortly after eating, without realizing that their water drinking habit may be playing a role. The body thrives on balance, and digestion is no exception, as it depends on the right concentration of acids and enzymes to function properly. When digestion is rushed and incomplete, nutrients are not absorbed optimally, and the bloodstream is flooded with glucose too quickly, disrupting energy levels and increasing inflammation. This does not mean water is harmful or should be avoided, because hydration is essential for every system in the body, including circulation, detoxification, and joint health. The key lies in understanding timing and moderation, recognizing that drinking water between meals supports digestion far more effectively than drinking large amounts during meals. By allowing the stomach to maintain its natural digestive strength while eating, the body can process carbohydrates more slowly, leading to smoother, more controlled blood sugar responses. This small but meaningful adjustment can reduce post-meal crashes, decrease sugar cravings, and support long-term metabolic health, especially for older adults who want to maintain steady energy, mental clarity, and overall vitality as they age. Proper hydration timing plays a far greater role in blood sugar balance than most people realize, especially as the body ages and becomes more sensitive to digestive disruptions. Drinking water 20 to 30 minutes before a meal gently prepares the digestive system by stimulating stomach acid production and activating digestive enzymes, allowing food to be broken down more efficiently once eating begins. This preparation phase helps the stomach maintain its natural strength rather than diluting digestive juices at the moment they are most needed. When digestion is efficient, carbohydrates are released into the bloodstream at a slower and more controlled rate, reducing sudden glucose spikes that can leave a person feeling tired, foggy, or hungry again shortly after eating. Hydrating before meals also supports natural appetite regulation, helping older adults recognize true hunger and avoid overeating without relying on willpower or restriction. Many people confuse thirst with hunger, and drinking water ahead of time allows the body to send clearer signals about how much food is actually needed. This simple habit can improve portion control while still allowing meals to be satisfying and nourishing. Another important benefit of drinking water before meals is improved circulation and nutrient delivery, which supports healthy digestion and metabolism throughout the body. When hydration is adequate before eating, blood flows more effectively to the digestive organs, enhancing the absorption of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. This becomes increasingly important with age, as nutrient absorption naturally declines and the body requires more support to maintain strength, immunity, and energy. Sipping small amounts of water during a meal is not harmful, especially if food is dry, but avoiding large volumes prevents digestive dilution and allows the stomach to work as intended. Over time, this hydration strategy can lead to fewer digestive discomforts such as bloating and heaviness, while also promoting steadier energy levels throughout the day. It encourages a more mindful relationship with both eating and drinking, helping the body operate in a calmer, more balanced state. Rather than forcing drastic dietary changes, adjusting hydration timing offers a gentle yet powerful way to support blood sugar control and metabolic health. When practiced consistently, this habit becomes effortless and sustainable, reinforcing the body's natural ability to regulate glucose, maintain energy, and support long-term wellness in a way that feels supportive rather than restrictive. Stable blood sugar is one of the most important foundations of health for older adults, influencing not only physical energy but also mental clarity, emotional balance, and long-term independence. When blood sugar levels rise and fall sharply throughout the day, the body is placed under constant stress, forcing the pancreas and adrenal glands to work harder to maintain balance. Over time, this strain can contribute to fatigue, irritability, brain fog, and an increased risk of metabolic disorders that make everyday activities feel more difficult than they should. Many people accept these symptoms as a normal part of aging, without realizing that they are often signs of blood sugar instability rather than inevitable decline. When glucose remains steady, the brain receives a consistent fuel supply, supporting focused memory and a more positive mood, which becomes increasingly valuable as we age. Physically, stable blood sugar helps prevent sudden energy crashes that can discourage movement and lead to a more sedentary lifestyle, further weakening muscles and slowing metabolism. Maintaining balanced glucose levels also supports healthy weight management, as frequent spikes encourage fat storage, particularly around the abdomen, and trigger cravings that make healthy eating more challenging. For older adults, even modest improvements in blood sugar control can lead to noticeable gains in stamina, balance, and confidence, making daily routines easier and more enjoyable. What makes this especially encouraging is that stability does not require extreme measures or perfection, but rather consistent attention to small, supportive habits practiced day after day. Simple changes in meal timing, food combinations, hydration patterns, and post-meal movement can significantly reduce glucose swings without sacrificing enjoyment or comfort. The body responds remarkably quickly to these adjustments, often within weeks, reinforcing motivation and trust in the process. As blood sugar becomes more balanced, inflammation tends to decrease, circulation improves, and the nervous system shifts into a calmer state, creating a foundation for healing across multiple systems. This stability supports not just longevity but quality of life, allowing older adults to remain active, engaged, and mentally sharp. By viewing blood sugar balance as a daily act of self-care rather than a medical burden, it becomes a source of empowerment, reminding the body that it is supported, capable, and still responsive to positive change at any stage of life. The way carbohydrates are combined with other foods plays a powerful role in how the body manages blood sugar, especially for older adults whose metabolic responses may be slower than they once were. When carbohydrates are eaten alone, they are broken down quickly into glucose, causing a rapid rise in blood sugar that can leave the body struggling to restore balance. Pairing carbohydrates with protein, healthy fats, and fiber changes this process by slowing digestion and glucose absorption, allowing energy to be released more gradually into the bloodstream. Protein supports muscle maintenance and repair while also stimulating hormones that promote fullness and stabilize appetite, reducing the likelihood of overeating or craving sweets later in the day. Healthy fats such as olive oil, nuts, seeds, and avocados further slow gastric emptying, helping food remain in the stomach longer and preventing sharp glucose spikes. Fiber-rich foods, including vegetables, legumes, and whole grains, add bulk and structure to meals, supporting digestion and feeding beneficial gut bacteria that play a role in metabolic health. For older adults, this balanced approach to eating can make a noticeable difference in post-meal energy levels, reducing feelings of heaviness, sleepiness, or mental fog that often follow high carbohydrate meals. These food combinations also support more stable insulin release, easing the workload on the pancreas and helping preserve insulin sensitivity over time, rather than focusing on eliminating carbohydrates. This method encourages smarter, more supportive choices that allow the body to handle glucose efficiently without deprivation. Eating in this balanced way also supports better mood and emotional stability, as blood sugar fluctuations are closely linked to irritability and anxiety. Over time, consistent pairing of carbohydrates with protein, fat, and fiber can reduce inflammation, support heart health, and promote healthy weight management, particularly around the abdominal area where excess fat is most closely tied to metabolic risk. This approach respects the body's natural rhythms and digestive capacity, making meals both satisfying and nourishing. By choosing balance instead of restriction, older adults can enjoy a wider variety of foods while supporting steady energy, improved digestion, and long-term metabolic resilience that enhances daily comfort and overall vitality. Light movement after meals is one of the most gentle and effective tools for managing blood sugar, especially for older adults who may not tolerate intense exercise or long workouts. When we eat, glucose enters the bloodstream as food is digested, and muscles have the unique ability to absorb this glucose and use it for energy without requiring large amounts of insulin. A simple walk of 10 to 15 minutes after a meal activates this natural mechanism, helping to lower blood sugar levels smoothly and efficiently. This reduces the burden on the pancreas and prevents glucose from lingering in the bloodstream, where it can cause inflammation and fatigue. Many older adults notice that post-meal movement reduces feelings of heaviness, bloating, and sleepiness, allowing them to feel more comfortable and alert throughout the day. Light activity also supports circulation, helping nutrients reach tissues more effectively while aiding digestion by stimulating the muscles of the digestive tract. This does not need to be structured exercise or feel demanding, as gentle walking, relaxed stretching, gardening, or light household tasks can all provide meaningful benefits. Consistency matters far more than intensity, and making movement a natural part of the daily routine helps maintain muscle mass, joint mobility, and balance, which are essential for independence as we age. Over time, regular post-meal movement improves insulin sensitivity, meaning the body becomes better at handling glucose even at rest. This can lead to more stable energy levels and fewer cravings between meals. Beyond physical benefits, light movement after eating also supports mental well-being by reducing stress hormones and promoting a sense of calm, which further helps regulate blood sugar. It encourages mindfulness and presence, allowing the body to transition gently from eating to activity without strain. By viewing movement as a supportive habit rather than a chore, older adults can create a sustainable routine that enhances digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and supports overall vitality in a way that feels enjoyable and achievable throughout the day. A calm mindset and supportive lifestyle habits are deeply connected to blood sugar regulation, especially in older adults where stress can have a stronger impact on the body's internal balance. When the mind perceives stress, whether emotional, physical, or mental, the body responds by releasing hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, which signal the liver to release stored glucose into the bloodstream. This response is helpful in short bursts but becomes harmful when stress is chronic, leading to persistently elevated blood sugar levels even when diet is well controlled. Many people focus solely on food while overlooking the powerful influence of sleep quality, emotional state, and daily rhythm on metabolic health. Poor sleep disrupts insulin sensitivity and increases hunger hormones, making blood sugar harder to manage the following day and increasing cravings for quick sources of energy. Establishing consistent sleep and wake times helps regulate hormonal cycles and supports more stable glucose levels throughout the day. Exposure to natural light in the morning further strengthens circadian rhythms, signaling the body when to be alert and when to rest, which improves metabolic efficiency. Stress reduction practices such as deep breathing, gentle meditation, gratitude, or quiet reflection activate the parasympathetic nervous system, shifting the body into a state of repair and balance. In this calmer state, digestion improves, inflammation decreases, and insulin functions more effectively. A positive mindset does not mean ignoring challenges or forcing optimism, but rather approaching health with patience, self-compassion, and consistency. Older adults often carry years of habits and beliefs, and releasing the pressure to be perfect allows the body to respond more freely to supportive changes. Creating simple daily routines that include moments of calm movement and reflection builds resilience and stability over time. These habits send a powerful message of safety to the nervous system, which directly influences blood sugar control. When lifestyle, mindset, and emotional well-being are aligned, the body is better equipped to regulate glucose naturally, supporting steady energy, clearer thinking, and a greater sense of ease and confidence in daily life.